Hold up.
Hey guys, okay, so this is the so remember when we did this really simple graphic, right? So this next one that I'm about to do is going to be just a little more complicated, and this is actually the exact process that I do for my clients. Um, so I'm going to add a new page. Now it automatically takes the picture that was there before, but you can just go ahead and delete that. I already went ahead and uploaded my logo just to show you an example, and also the stock photo that I would like to use. But you can just go into Pexels or Pixabay and do that, whatever you like. This is a motivational quote for a business. I actually used this quote from my Instagram once, but I used a different photo. So I just really like this photo. It's so cool. Really cool. Okay, so I'm going to stretch it out. Awesome. Looks great. You can still do really like fancy, complicated looking ones without a lot of time. That's what I love about Canva. My logo, put that in the corner. Cute. Okay, I've actually never used my logo on a graphic before. It's kind of cool. Okay, and I'm gonna go in and just do my shape right away in the background. I'm gonna do round corners. Okay, and I'll fade it out after. Text, and I have already saved the quote that I used, and you can find quotes anywhere online. I like using Post Planner for quote ideas. And there's also a daily quote website that's really cool, and you can enter what you want to look for quotes. There's a search bar, and then it pulls up all the quotes that you're looking for. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with staying small, but you can do big things with a small team. That sounds really good. Okay, and we're going to do, okay, so what I like to do, I find this looks really a lot better, is you take the person who said the quote, right? Cut. And I add a subheading and just make it smaller so that it's not the same size. I just find that looks nicer. I usually do 21 for that. Okay. Now, I really need to change this font because the font is just doesn't say anything to me. It doesn't speak to me with this photo. But I'm gonna go ahead and fade the background of this. I'm gonna fade the shape so that I can get a feel for what the font should be. Okay, that looks nice. All right, and I'm thinking something thinner for sure. Because when it's a really, really pretty background, you don't want to clutter it too much with writing. And you can definitely have the wrong looking font for whatever you're saying in the quote or whatever you are uploading a picture of. You can just have the wrong font completely, and then it looks totally off. Like I would not use Black Ops 1 for this quote. Okay. See. Okay. Well, that one's hard to read. I have a problem with that one. I always find it looks cool and I want to use it, but then when I put it on there, um, it's hard to read and I don't like that. Let's do. So you can sit here for a really long time. But I'm showing you exactly my process. Actually, I've never designed this one before, so this is how long it takes me to figure it out. Okay, that kind of looks cool. Okay, so I'm going to make it a little smaller because that font actually is very, block. And what you can do, okay, so you can do the same or you can do a little different. I like that. I really like antic. You can make it so that there's less words on the same line. You can also space out the letters and space out the lines. So you go into spacing. You can do line height. I like doing that because it separates the words a little bit. All right, that looks really good. You can actually have the quote, the person who right underneath. Perfect. Okay. And then what I like to do, you can make it a little bit smaller because I'm going to show you what I like to do next to really make it look professional. What I like to do is add a frame. So you go into elements, you can add a really nice frame, simple, thin frame, nothing too crazy. Okay, with the round edge one, it can get a little tricky to find a good frame, but I think I can find a good frame. Okay. If you do square edges, it can look kind of off. And try to find a frame that you can stretch every side. Okay, so something like this. You see, some frames you can only stretch the top and bottom, but this one I really like because you can adjust every side. You can make it perfectly sized. See, I kind of like that. Make sure it's all centered. The guides are really awesome. They help. Okay. Nice. I find that you can find a way to use layers so that it doesn't look like you've overdone it. Okay, and then make it white, or you can make it any color you want. I just want it to be simple. Right, and that is a really nice, I think, Instagram post. Cool.